Hey guys, welcome to Meditative Mondays. Let's start by taking a comfortable seat wherever you are. Close your eyes and just take a moment to arrive. Notice your natural breathing, but don't try to change it or alter it in any way. And as you inhale, straighten your spine, reaching the crown of your head towards the ceiling and the sky. And as you exhale, feel grounded. Notice what body parts are intact with the earth or the chair you're sitting on. Allow the stress and the tension from the day to flow out with the breath. If thoughts keep arriving, remember not to judge yourself too harshly. Just allow them to flow out with the breath. This week we are going to talk about rewriting our memories. Our memories are pliable. This is proven. We really can't trust them. But lucky for us, that means that we can rewrite them or kind of co-create them. Our brains are constantly using concepts from past experiences in order to categorize our current situation. It's doing this to help us feel safe and prepared for the moment at hand. It's pulling from our past memories to figure out how we solved this, how we survived this, and what we can do at this present moment in order to thrive and remove ourselves or conquer the situation that is stressing us out. If we take the time to rewrite our memories, we're more equipped to deal with future experiences in a way that will serve us better. So think about a life experience that you'll probably face again. One that stressed you out or upset you or made you sad. Think about a life experience that you faced in the past that you will have to face again. Maybe one that seemed unpleasant, or it scared you, or stressed you out. For me, a big one is my fear of needles. And obviously I have to face needles whenever I go to the doctor's office, whenever I give blood, or get anesthesia at the dentist. And needles were freaking me out so bad that before I even saw the needle, I would begin to sweat. I would feel faint, and sometimes I would faint. And I realized this was irrational. It wasn't helpful. And yet I couldn't help it. My brain would just freak out every time I thought about a needle going into my skin. And so my first step for getting over my fear of needles was to go back and think about every single time that I've come into contact with one. I thought about when I had anesthesia to get my wisdom teeth out, or when I had antibiotics injected into me to get rid of my mono, or when I had blood drawn to be tested for Lyme disease. All these experiences with needles that I was really fearful of at the time. It was really unpleasant. I thought about all these experiences, one by one, and I walked myself through it. And instead of attaching fear to these memories, I attached positive attributes. The needles were making me healthy. The needles were taking away my pain. The needles were testing me for a disease, and it turned out I was negative. The needles were positive. Each time I came into contact with a needle, even though I was scared of it, the result ended up being positive or helpful. And then you can go one step further and think about the emotional and physical experience. Did the needles hurt? No, not really. Were my emotions valid? No, not really. So you can discredit your memories and your experiences and rewrite them to better serve you. And this might be harder in some situations than others, but it's worth working on. It's worth rewriting your memories and retraining your brain so that when this experience comes up again in the future, your brain can pull from these concepts instead of the fearful negative ones. And while a needle is a really simple experience that will come up again and again, maybe there's more complex situations that you found yourself in that really stressed you out. Maybe moving, or starting your first day at a new job or a new school. Take the time to close your eyes and organize your memories of these experiences. And discredit the fear and the pain and the stress that you felt, because you're here now and everything turned out fine. And moment by moment, with your calm, rational mind, try to think about how these situations actually served you. You moved into a beautiful new apartment. You're surrounded by all your lovely things. You start at that new job and you have better benefits. Or you started at a new school and now you have a new best friend. So learn to rewrite the stress and the fear out of your memories. Because if they are pliable, and if we do have a large hand in creating them, why not create something that will benefit you instead of something that will hold you back and restrict you? And if you find yourself having a tough time with something in particular this week, just jot it down. And maybe in another week or two, come back to it. Think about the experience. and try and rewrite it in a more positive light. Search for the positive or the good in that experience, for how it helped you or healed you, how it will serve you in the future.